Milhouse took a deep breath. His face turned red from holding his breath. The next second, his big belly was exposed, and he was labeled as obese. The problem of childhood obesity was troubling Springfield. For the sake of the children's health, the news suggested having them participate in some interesting sports. Homer decisively chose football for Bart.
Okay, Milhouse, let's try out the new cup. Again. Milhouse, stop that!
The children appeared fully equipped on the sports field, with Flanders serving as their coach. Nelson became the team's main player with his absolute strength.
Give me the ball! And your lunch money!
Springfield Elementary won the first half of the game. However, Homer was very dissatisfied because he felt Flanders didn't deserve to be the coach. He looked like a fool wearing that hat. The game continued. Nelson had Bart responsible for defense up front. Bart was full of confidence, but his weak body couldn't withstand the opponents at all. Fortunately, Nelson appeared in time to save him.
You okay, Bart? Yeah.
Springfield Elementary won the championship with a score of 20.7. The children excitedly lifted Flanders up and paraded around the field. Homer was extremely angry. After this, he constantly caused trouble for Flanders, even throwing beer cans at him. Flanders couldn't stand it anymore and loudly confronted Homer. Homer immediately backed down.
Well, you know what? It sounds like you just volunteered.
Me? But you were doing such a great job.
Causing trouble at the park. When Homer scolded him, a woman came up and started talking to him, only for Homer to realize she thought he was Bart's grandfather. That hit him hard, and he was feeling pretty down about it, even stewing over it at work. Then he noticed all his coworkers eating some new crazy-looking donuts. When he went to grab one, they were already gone. So he tracked down the guy who bought them, but all he remembered was that they came from some random food stand. Homer ended up calling the cops to help him find it. They even used a helicopter. Through a telescope, Homer finally spotted the stand, but by the time they got there, all the donuts were sold out. The cop tried to strong-arm the stand owner Terrence into making more, but luckily the other officers calmed him down. Terrence then pulled out a special batch he hadn't sold yet, beer barrel donuts, and gave them to Homer. The two hit it off and became fast friends. As they talked, Homer learned Terrence was Polish, but he was shocked to find out that this super cool guy had kids and was struggling to find a place to live. So Homer mentioned the house next door. Terrence loved the place, and their families officially became neighbors. Homer even brought his family over to meet Terrence's. Both sides introduced each other, and even Terrence's kids were cool. They only watched movies on tablets. While Marge was talking with Terrence's wife, she started breastfeeding, which made Marge, who only used formula, super uncomfortable, so she left, only to find that Homer had let Terrence shave his head bald. Homer now thought he was cool too. They even opened up the fence between their yards. Homer started doing all kinds of cool stuff with Terrence. Bart and Lisa loved this new version of Homer, but Marge just couldn't deal. He was acting totally weird. Then they went to Terrence's kid's birthday party. Homer even handmade a gift. Bart complimented their taste, but the kid made fun of Homer's present. Bart got mad and started a fight. The whole family got kicked out, and the two families cut ties. Homer grabbed Lisa on the way out and dragged her home.
Went to the seaside to film an environmental documentary. In the sea, she met an octopus and named it Molly. During the filming, Molly was attacked by a shark. As a filmmaker, Lisa wasn't supposed to interfere, and because of that, Molly couldn't escape and was eaten. Lisa even won an award for the documentary. But when she happily returned to her room, she took out Molly, who was supposed to be dead. It turned out her claim of not intervening was a lie. Lisa had always been unfriendly toward carnivores, and she felt a little guilty about lying. However, Molly ended up solving this problem on its own.
You're so smart.
One day, Molly crawled into the water pipes. Lisa searched every corner of the house and finally found it in Homer's cereal.
That is a crazy ball.
She asked Homer for Molly back, wanting to warn him not to eat the cereal, though she didn't know how to put it into words.
Oh, you ain't.
Later, Lisa bought a special fish tank for the octopus, thinking it would be safe. But Molly disappeared again. It hid in various corners of the house and caused trouble from time to time. Lisa thought the house was no longer safe, so she decided to take Molly to school. After class, she took Molly to the seaside, hoping to set it free. This time, Molly swam around Lisa as if saying goodbye. Just as Molly was returning to the ocean, the shark appeared again. Lisa fought off the shark, and her classmates were filming the whole time.
What? I'm part of me.
Directed the children to stuff the principal into a sleeping bag. Then they took him to the classroom and punished him by making him keep writing on the blackboard.
A cramp in my wrist.
Oh, boo-hoo. After all the times I've done it, my wrist sounds like a cement mixer.
The episode begins with a big blizzard hitting Springfield. All the children were trapped in the school to ensure the regular supply of food in the cafeteria every day. The principal decided that each person could only get one apple and a spoonful of sauce per meal, but Nelson directly threw the food against the wall.
You don't eat your relish, you're not getting any mayonnaise.
Screw this. The rest of you can stay here like dorks, but I'm going home.
Nelson rode his bicycle and rushed out of the gate, but what awaited him was the thick snow. Nelson's actions awakened the courage of the children to resist. Facing the menacing crowd, the principal had to go to the office to take shelter, but a box caught his attention and brought back memories. This was the luggage he took when he participated in the Vietnam War. Thinking of all he had experienced on the battlefield, the principal finally made up his mind. He decided to treat these children with the standards of a soldier. Bart couldn't stand it anymore. He wanted to dig dig a tunnel to escape from there, but was seen by the patrolling principal. The principal chased Bart back, then got into the tunnel and tried to destroy it, but was buried in the snow. The children took the opportunity to stuff him into the sleeping bag. Then they hung the principal up and ordered him to climb up along the rope. After that, they went to the office and wantonly destroyed everything there under the principal's watch.
Lisa is an outstanding student with a slight tendency toward know-it-allism. That's not even a word.
Then we'll get rid of the record permanently.
The principal deeply realized that he couldn't break free from the control of the students by his own strength. He put a distress letter into a hamster ball and then threw the hamster ball out of the window. He begged the hamster to bring him reinforcements. At this time, Homer was frozen in the car. The hamster ball happened to smash the car window. He finally breathed in fresh air, and the ice and snow on the car finally melted. Homer stepped on the gas pedal hard and was ready to go to the school to save his children, but the self-driving function of the car took him to the cookie factory.
We're gonna crash!
Do you have airbags?
No, the church opposes them for some reason.